Are you live too?
Yep,
you're live too.
I'm not checking yours for you.
You're in F5 mode. I should do F5 mode. Hi peeps. I should check. Do I have my webcam on? No, I don't have my webcam. Where's my webcam? I'm not here. Oh, I don't have my webcam on here. That's right. I took it off while I was doing all the testing. Let's see.
Hi, Shay.
Add webcam. Here, video capture device.
And Shay says, hello, Lady Sophia. And, hey, Zach. He seems a lot more formal towards you than he does me. Not that I'm competing for favoritism. Well, yeah, this works. There's lots of things spawning in here.
Okay, device.
This does look remarkably like what I just sent you as an idea.
What looks remarkably like?
The mob farm. Well, I just built it up to see how it worked with slightly different spacing.
Oh, I just copied it. Yeah, I just copied it.
I can tell. Not F5, F3 end to change to spectator.
Oh, bother. I'm messing up my settings here.
I can't hear her too well. Can you turn up the volume? I certainly can. I turned it down because I was aware that it was coming across quite loud. We have to ask her very nicely.
Right, and I'm mucking with all my setting stuff. Asking me nicely to shut up?
No, I was going to say ask her nicely to speak again to see if it's any better.
Oh.
Then I can
I'm not
adjust
speaking.
it.
No, I'm not talking to you.
Much better. Wonderful. Oh, witch.
Well, I'm not.
And witches swim as well.
Webcam right now. Okay, I'm not going to bother with my webcam. Anyways.
Okay.
I'm going to stop fussing with my OBS settings, and I'm actually going to be here. Are you? Oh, yes, you are here. You're in spectator.
Okay. You've got a witch that swims. And has taken
the lava, which is more likely to clean. Yeah.
Yeah, but I still
need work on that. But
fire protection.
That's not what we're actually.
She'll never die. She'll just keep swigging fire protection.
Well, so that still needs work, but that's not what we're doing.
It needs more work if you keep punching at it.
I know. I'm deadly and creative. Oh my goodness, I'm so deadly and creative.
Right, show me what we're working on, what you want help with.
Okay, so we've got these farms here, and what I'm wanting help with is sort of the interfaces between the farms. I mean, each of these farms works, and each of these farms will gather stuff. I mean, obviously this one's not gathering right now because
there's a big gap between the hopper minecart. It's not that powerful.
Yeah. But the interfaces between them, and actually I might change, which one might I change? The carrot and potato farm, I might change. I liked what Enigma did with the fence posts.
Oh, right, I see.
Because then they could when they toss their stuff in to the other villagers, it just drops down, and so it would be easier to do a water stream rather than going through the hoppers. And I don't know if. Oh.
What was the O for?
I guess so. And I don't know, but so if we wanted to do a water stream in there, I don't know. But the whole thing. Oh, and I didn't bring over one of my storage units. But the whole thing is, how do I transport? So if all of these are stacked up, except for the mob farm, which I guess I didn't actually need right here today, but if all these are stacked up, how do I transport the things between the layers down ultimately to the storage unit at the bottom?
Right. If I remember correctly, on the original design, there was a single drop chute that it just pushes into. So you have a 1x1 drop hole in the center or in the corner of all layers. Doesn't actually matter where it is, and it just adds to it. Well,
yes, and it dropped down to a water stream that was on the top of the storage layer that went then through the sorting system.
Right. Let me change my view here.
Oh, bother. Actually, I do want one more try on getting my webcam right, because
no problem. Just having a think on space.
Okay, I'm messing with OBS again. And I don't remember how to get my webcam, how to crop my webcam.
See, that's much easier when you don't bother with webcams like me. No one wants to see my face.
Yeah, hi peeps. But I'm not able to say hi to my peeps.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. Never mind. That was... Never mind. I'll fuss with that later. Ugh. Okay. Hey, Azathoth. Oh, Azathoth, thank you for sponsoring us with this server.
Yes, thank you. Although it's all for Charis's benefit, not mine. But still, thank you. I'm polite.
Yes. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so, and this one isn't quite as implemented. Hi, guys. I have mobs gathering down here. Yeah, I've got a water stream as actually implemented on this one. This is the bottom layer that's already implemented in Lyfcraft. Okay, so, master designer person, where do you recommend we start?
Well, let's start with the layer that you've done already. Can you show where your hoppers are supposed to be to feed in from this farm?
Oops, wait. I need to stair. Hold the stair. They are currently, and honestly, this is Minecraft. Everything can be torn out, and so we can, I mean, I could completely tear this farm out and rebuild it just because I have content with it in Lyfcraft does not mean it has to stay that way.
That creeper's watching you like, what on earth are you doing? He's just standing there, huh? Always watching me now.
Let's see here. Okay, so that's where we... let's see. This is base. I think this is what I did in as built.
Okay. So.
And it comes out over on the end over here. Okay, so right there needs to come down one. Like this or so ish. And then the hopper's right there.
Okay, that's quite a lot of height that you're using to funnel them down.
I know, and I'm open to suggestion on that too. I mean, I have the space for that because it's just in the space up above the words. It's just using empty space that's above the sorting system.
Right. Let's have a look.
Here, I'm destroying this too. I am dangerous and creative. You might even say I'm done like that. Let's see, let me get a hopper here. Oh, you beat me to it.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything. Okay, and that's where the hopper is. The best location for the hopper is the sorting system below.
No,
is on that edge
not
halfway
necessarily.
down.
Not necessarily at all. The hopper line, the orientation here, the hopper line is, let's see, so there, I think the sorting system starts over here-ish, roughly.
F3N.
Where this glowstone is over here.
Oh, okay.
This is roughly where the input line is.
So you'd be better off from the middle, really. Rather than running it side to side. Let me go F3N. I'm going to remove your water, if that's all right, from this little channel. Oh, except that's a waterlogged block. So, like that. And that one goes.
I blocked out of my own farm.
Just go in spectator mode, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go flat here. I'd be tempted not to use... So you were using waterlogged stairs at the edges. You're better off using full water sources that block in, because it will travel further that way.
Yeah, but it sometimes gets stuck right there.
It shouldn't do. What, like that? There's no... Everything that falls in here should go all the way along. And then same from this side. If you go there, it should go to half.
Well, I don't know about that. It was the ones that I think actually it was the ones that they sometimes got stuck on the sides. I don't actually know whether they got stuck in the... I might have just done the central channel that way because I had done that on the other ones. I do that. Ah, we just placed all those blocks and now you're tearing all the block. Oh.
Yeah, well, I'm refining the system. I'm getting rid of any block that's not necessary.
Yes. Oops. Some of the... Okay, those aren't necessary either.
I'm going to place a glass block
Yeah, because I like knowing...
Oop.
Because then when I actually build, I can add other things. But yeah. I like knowing.
I try and strip out everything we're not using because it makes it simpler to trim down.
Go away. I need a sword.
Hello, Gorilla Dude and Nova. I look away for a moment and they both appear.
Oh dear, video's a little choppy, by the way. It says on mine. Ugh.
We've been having quite a lot of issues with...
I'm having so many issues with OBS. And I thought we got it all straightened out. Oh wait, I'm on my D&D profile. Oh, I can't change that midstream. Go away. Shoo.
See, Shay, I told you you wouldn't be on your own forever.
Okay. What do we do? Okay, so this is... Okay, hopper line over there. Yeah, that goes into the sorting system. I am deadly at creator.
Yes, just wave at everything. Oops.
I'm so used to gesturing.
But technically, you can put your drop chute down for items in quite a lot of different places.
Oh, thank you for subscribing, Ozathoth. I'm sorry, what did you say, Zach?
Well, because I was just saying you can place your drop down chute pretty much anywhere as long as it lands in the water, so you could choose to have it open up at the edge just by the glass. For example,
yes.
F3N, where I am. What?
Gizmo's comment. He says, wow, even in Minecraft you're a murder hobo. Guess it isn't just D&D.
Wow.
He's my DM in my Saturday night game. He keeps trying to do a total party kill and he keeps failing. Last night he inflicted us with, 29 ogres and 2 stone giants we had to fight.
Yeah, I'm breaking your redstone.
Eek! You're breaking my redstone.
It's
fine. As long as you fix it, I'm happy. Yes, I know.
Yes, need channel points,
now,
obviously.
Was there a way to... Okay, so is there a way to... Let's see.
So you've given up this corner over here for something? Oh, is this your unloader?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't realised you'd made room for that. So has this wall been moved in one? All of it?
No.
Okay, so it unloads into... Oh, a chest on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Hold up. What are we holding up for, Nova? So I think you really need to just pick a location we can squeeze it in. It doesn't really matter where it is. You just have to allow for room around it.
Does it have to be in the same place on every... Well,
I
yeah,
guess
it does kind of
have to be, but it does help. I mean, you can move things from one side to another with item streams between layers. So if there were a layer where you went, oh, this is not optimal, we could then have a running channel to carry the items from where it drops down from one layer to the next. Wouldn't be too difficult.
Oh, pick a spot, any spot, not that.
The
spot.
other thing is you could if you're planning on having the farm in the corner, is there a big issue with using an area outside the farm for an unloading? Because you've got it in the corner of your big dig area. Would it be hugely detrimental if you had a 3x3 area off the side of each platform where it just uses that for a bit of redstone to spit out the items? And also then gives you a bit of height.
For my vault in Lyfcraft, no. If I were trying to promote this as a one chunk farm build, then maybe. Of course, even the one that I did, I had a stairwell on the outside so that I could get up and down to everywhere. Which I can sort of combine the thing. I could have an item thing going down, and I could have, bubble elevators or something to get me in between.
Well, it means that you're then using the full space
ladder,
for farms.
Probably. Yeah.
Nova, there's also
I guess it's a question of how much do I care about the sort of the aesthetic of having the self-contained farm.
Yes, but also if you're building it in a corner, no one will know about the bit that just pokes out 3 blocks and then gives you space to have a drop chute going down. Nova, the other thing you can do is turn off the low latency, which should be an option from... I think when you're watching, I'm sure there's a low latency option. Yeah, if you hover over the thing, go to settings. You can also turn quality down, and you can also go to advanced and you get low latency. If you turn that down, it might help. Sorry, Charis.
No, that's okay.
Did I just hear a tea mug?
I was just... Yes, you heard a tea mug.
I can one-up you on that. I have tea and a sandwich. Yum, yum, yum.
Okay, so if I'm doing it on the side, that's actually... Okay, so then what do I... so then that's actually quite trivial for any of the farms that already have... So for this farm down here that already has a... Which one has a water stream? That one that has a water stream.
Very straightforward, and it doesn't all have to go down to the same hub. But you can, for example, if you decided to have your water running down the side here, you could have it just flow in at this point. So you have your items dropping down this slot, and then a water source here just pushing them into the farm. They can go into the same water stream inside the farm if you wanted it to.
That's an idea.
I just got accused of being very British. I feel so offended.
That's very British of you, Zach.
What, to be offended? I'm even more British. I'm going to write a letter of complaint about how offensive that is.
Okay, so then, all right. So then what I need to do is I need to add to my unloaders, then I need to add a dropper clock, right? To dump stuff into the water stream?
Yeah. And you just have a different one for each layer. If you... Can I give you one more? Pixie, if you want to send something to me, you are welcome to DM me on Twitter or on Discord fan server. You can see my name there and message me that way.
So where would I want to put it? I think...
Ooh. Where's my Streamlabs? Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Not Pixie here. I had your stream open, so I didn't see mine for a second. I haven't got my notifications coming up.
Let's see. So where am I going to put it? So I think I want to put it...
Oh, and Ozza subscribed. Thank you, Ozza.
that you subscribe to the comment. I say, too British.
Yeah, I know. As if there's such a thing.
Yeah, there really isn't such a thing. Too British, is there?
As long as I don't start reminding you that we used to run your country, we're okay.
Yeah, we're fine. The key word there is used to.
Yes, and look where it's got you.
I know. All right, so if I'm gonna do that, I guess I need to. Oops, I guess I'm destroying things again. I guess I need to get over my resistance to hopper. So how do I want to fit the hopper clocks in? Okay, so if I've got I've got a minecart layer. Although I think I do want to change this over to. I guess I do want to. Yeah, no, I want to go from above. I think. Oh, not that layer. That layer's. This layer's the one that would be a water stream. Actually, that means so that means even so. I want to do a water stream on the carrot potato farm, which means I want to switch to fences.
How do we?
Fence. What color fence would go best with?
You must accept the hoppers. Yes, Novus, you must.
I must accept the hoppers.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
Well done, Gorilla. You found your button.
All right. So, what kind of fence should I do? I wonder if the iron bars would work the same as equivalently as the fences do.
And Ozza found his button as well. Oh, I probably should put something at the end there so it doesn't.
Do I have one? Yes! Oh my goodness!
Sort
Say
of.
hello to Pyewacket, the squeaky chair, and the owner of both cars. Pyewacket's becoming notorious. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to try this.
I'm assuming this would work for picking up that hopper,
where's
that
my
minecart.
cursor here? All right.
As long as Shay doesn't try his. I meant his other one. Hmm. Oh.
Okay, like that. And then... Wait. Why did you lose your... Oh, because with the fence, he claimed it. All right, let me give you...
Oh, you've not done what I was expecting you to do. When I do hopper minecarts, I tend to have them go in a loop rather than going out, bouncing back.
Yes, but I had an odd number of rows and didn't.
Oh, that's easily fixed. Sort of. Actually, it's a bit of a pain. It's easy in one way, hard in the other. 4, 6, 8.
Ah, no.
Which means I'll just leave it as it was before and stop trying to be clever.
I don't know if that works the same way as a fence does.
There is another... sorry, I sound like Obi-Wan Kenobi, or is it Yoda? There is another. Shay, there is another command that you tried to get that I set up for you, but you're not supposed to be trying it. Because we had words about it, but you could. And it would be entertaining. See if we can work it out.
Out of the way.
If only I had a clue what you were up to.
I don't have a clue what I'm up to, and I think I'm going to see if this will, why is that down there?
Maybe you spend a lot of time in the channel, Ozza.
All right, let's let's see. So I'm trying to. So if I put a water channel between these guys, I'm just going to give a bunch of extra things. I don't know why my farmers are losing access to their losing their work blocks, but
Right. I'm just going to have a quick play with your mob farm solution. Do you mind if I put us into easy mode?
whatever you like. Go ahead.
Just
Peaceful, you mean?
No, I don't mean peaceful.
Oh.
I meant easy, just to reduce how many are coming through.
Ah! Oh, go away.
I'll give you a clue, Shay. Shay is something. See if you figure that one out. I'm going to get rid of your lava if I can.
Yeah, dump water on it.
No.
It works.
Yes, I know it works,
Okay,
but there are other things.
So I'm gonna. All right. Why are you not a
you
farmer?
did do it. Shay is awesome. Did you see that? Shay believes in himself so much he tries to declare himself as awesome. Big-headed much? Wow. This farm seems to produce plenty. Now,
Which farm?
mob farm.
Oh yeah, it's quite lively.
Yeah, I was just having a.
Except for the fact that except for the floating witches and creepers.
Yes, but they're not floating because I got rid of that.
The lava, yeah.
Yep, because I have a cunning plan. Oh, I also can't see what I'm doing because of the smoke. Is that something you can turn off with?
And that's
particles?
okay. The witches won't.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's okay. The witches won't die on the campfires either. Witches are just a problem in that design. I haven't figured out.
Yeah, well, you made it.
What I want to do about it. All right, so those are going to drop down. Let me gather this stuff up so I can see what's.
Okay, I'm gonna put it into peaceful because yeah. Right, and I'm gonna get rid of these campfires because I can't see what I'm doing. I just believe in myself. Can't turn that smoke off. Well, yes I can. Right, let's get rid of.
Oh no, let me put this here. I want a stair. A stair and a bucket. And I don't have any. No redstone here to be washed away. All right, stair here.
And you're dead set on the campfire. Okay, we'll try that. I've never.
I'm not dead set on the campfire.
I've never played with campfires to kill mobs.
I'm not dead set on anything. This is all experimental.
Ah. So if I put lava in some areas, but not all of them, I'm assuming the mobs. Oh no, the mobs won't. Just go up. Oh, I missed a side.
Alrighty, let's see. Does this?
Suppose we only actually need the middle two, and then that'll get every.
It doesn't get clear to the edge.
Go on like that.
Oh,
Hello, Barry.
let's see.
That would get all of the iron golems, but then not have so many issues with creepers. Let's turn it on to hard again and see what happens when they. Oops. Maybe I should do that in lowercase. Because you only need a lava blade that hits the iron golem. So you either put a single one in the middle. Actually, yeah, either a single bit of lava in the middle, or you can have two wide bit. We'll see what happens. I probably should have put the campfires down as well.
Yeah, only if you want to kill everything else.
But I just want to see what happens when that lava when a creeper catches that lava. Although it should be unlikely because you're only talking about the ones washing in exactly in the right area. Everything else should fall
And
inside.
and even then, if they swim, they're going to swim off the side because the lava flow will dump them off.
But I think that solves your problem with the witches and creepers swimming in the lava. Because they should get flushed out.
Generating.
Let's get me a creeper egg. And then I can summon one exactly in the space where it flows down. So that should float him down onto the lava.
We lost our zombie.
Yeah, because I put it into peaceful.
Yeah.
That's why I went to do it as easy rather than peaceful.
Yeah.
But yeah, single lava in the middle would catch all of your iron golems. I should explain for those that are watching that what we've got is an iron farm at the top of the mob farm. So when iron golems spawn, they flush off down here into these two pods, and then they get pushed down these channels, so they fall in the same place as the mobs, which is not what I originally suggested, but it seems to work.
Well, and I'm still not so sure about this, because this takes a vertical space.
Mm-hmm. Problem is, you need a reasonable amount of space between the top of the mob farm and, well, you can't have any blocks that aren't slabs, basically, because the iron golems will spawn within range of the villagers. So all of this stuff that I popped down here has got slabs on top. And yes, Ozzy, you were well ahead of the curve. I didn't notice until I thought of it later. Yeah, so you kind of need the space for golems to spawn. If you have the farm going up too high, then potentially they might be able to spawn on these platforms. I don't know whether they need a 3 high space to spawn or whether they'll spawn on a 2 high space. If they spawn on a 2 high space and suffocate...
They don't spawn on a 2.
Are you sure about that? Because I think I've seen them spawn in 2 high and then suffocate. I think. I could be wrong. But I've had several of them that are spawning at my Iron Golem farm on the Lyfcraft server where they were suffocating as soon as they spawned.
Okay. But so if I was doing a water stream on this, which does this work? Do I have a bunch of carrots and potatoes? Oops. I don't have a bunch of carrots and potatoes there, so I don't know if they're... Oh, right. Time set 9,300.
Do the iron bars work the same as fences? Because iron bars aren't as tall.
I know, and they might not, and I'm kind of thinking they might not. I'm not getting the stuff in here. This is why I'm experimenting. I'm testing. I don't think they do. I think I'm going to have to... If I need to have a fence...
No, you've doubled up on composters.
Well, because when I put the iron bars in, the middle guy kept trying to... While I was doing the transition, he kept stealing their composters. I don't... All right, so what sort of fence do I want? Fence... I think I'm... Sorry,
he kept stealing their You mean he started thinking he was a farmer and then they've lost their workstation?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Spruce. Excuse me. Moves. Oh, I know what that...
But you no longer need the hopper underneath him, so you could put that as a workstation. Potentially, if you change that hopper to be a different workstation, ideally not a composter, so it's less confusing.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure he's locked into whatever trade that is.
Yeah, so that he only looks for that kind. Move out of the way.
Bedrock normally, but here's the real job. Okay. Sorry. The other thing you want to do, obviously, is light source on top of the composter means you get a bit more light in the room.
Well, before I had that, there was light right there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, but that's true. If I'm not, if I'm piling something else there, I don't. Composters are transparent. Alrighty. So let's see.
Bedrock's fine. It's just different.
Moves! Moves!
Okay.
Moves! Ah! Not me, you. There.
You know the alternative is just to press F3 and N. And then F3 and N.
Fuss.
Sorry, I only just learned that tactic. Even
I
though I
know.
covered the snapshots where they were adding that. And I kept forgetting that it was a feature.
All right. So the water sources don't go very far. So if I'm going to do the collection system here with this in between, I might need to move that up further.
What collection system do you need? You've just got water streams, so you can just continue it off. Where do you want the items to go to? Show me where you want them to drop.
Okay, well, I'm thinking about making the collection system over here.
So this is the drop chute. Yeah?
Drop chute, that's it.
Oops, try not falling. So all you need to do is remove that and that. Let's do a block of packed ice. So packed ice there. Sign goes above it. And then we can continue this along here. Gonna put that and that. Oh, I need to get down. Oh. There. And then we just put our water, not water sign in the tube so that the water doesn't go too far. I'm going to dare to use spruce sign. So everything will flush out.
That's not spruce, that's birch.
I thought it said I'd dare to use a birch sign. Okay, I said the wrong one. I've made more embarrassing goofs than that. Thank you for coming, Shay.
Okay, but I'm not sure this is actually working.
In what way?
I'm not seeing them throwing stuff. I'm not getting items here. Time set. Because I know that they...
Have they all got full inventories?
Probably not.
Right, let's... actually, let me do clear. And then we can go... Oop. Like that.
Well, look what the rocket dropped off.
Oh, TP!
TP.
I love that sound effect. I'm pretty pleased with it.
Doing that. Okay.
Well, I figured if this guy's got a full inventory, then I can see whether he tosses any.
Yep.
It was semi-sensible.
Stream. Oh, it was perfectly sensible.
Surprising. Aw, thanks, Truckpipe. For the 5 bits. That's amazing. Thank you. I also probably should change that GIF to one where I'm not wearing a Christmas jumper. But I like my Christmas jumper.
Christmas, keep Christmas all year through.
Yeah. No, it's on the next video, which comes out on Tuesday. Oh, they are throwing carrots. It's not working.
It's not working.
Yeah, they're bouncing off and coming back into his inventory.
Yep.
What I would suggest... Let me try something. Oh, more bits. Thank you very much, Gorilla Dude. It's always Christmas somewhere. No, I think you're confusing that with It's Always Noon somewhere, which is the excuse for a pint. If we were to put a trapdoor on the ceiling there and remove that block, he wouldn't be able to stand as close, but I don't know whether he'd be willing to stand. Whether he'd be willing to throw or not. I don't know what the spacing is. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Let's go like that.
Of course, I'm in the way, so he's not.
Nope. I didn't think there was a delay in your one.
Oh, hi, Kilter.
I'm distracted with my brain trying to work. Because I'm not sure how... I've never played with fence posts and trying to get them to throw things. It makes perfect sense. But
Well, and maybe what I need to do is go look at Enigma video a little closely. Because I thought he had something so that it didn't join up.
yeah, there was a block between the two, I thought. A space between the two.
I don't know. I gotta get out of the way so he'll... let's see. Time set. Did I set? Oh, I set the time. I set it again. Because I know that that's... No, it's not. I just saw him trying to toss it and he was picking it. So that didn't work. Okay, well, let me try putting the iron here again, because the iron's narrower.
I'm now just going to watch you see what you're doing.
I'm fussing with my mouse. My mouse died last
there we go.
night.
Things are going down there.
So he tossed it, but this guy didn't. What?
Oh, he's tossing over the iron.
Okay, that really doesn't...
Yeah, it just worked with the fence post. Although it was from a solid block, I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. Because he tossed it from here.
Oh, okay.
Let's go F3N.
Make this a solid block.
Have a look, see if there's some carrots. Yep, there's carrots down here.
Move.
Hi, Barry.
Move,
Yeah,
move,
I saw the
move.
name of village thing. I can't deal with it right now, obviously, because we're not even on the Lyfcraft server. We're on creative server.
Yeah, we're not on Lyfcraft. We're on a creative test server. I will be building this on Lyfcraft. I'm just not doing... I'm sort of working it out before I build it.
I'm glad you know what times they throw things. Also, let's have a quick look in this. The hopper underneath that villager is full, by the way. So does that need emptying?
Let me actually...
Emptied.
Let's place...
Oh, you're changing it out to be a full block rather than a hopper.
Yeah. Set. And push down this out. There we go.
Go on, throw your carrots. While I sip on my tea. Thing is, I made a cup of tea like half an hour before streaming, then I thought, I can't start the stream without a cup of tea. If you do data get entity, then tapping when facing the villager, you can see if he has carrots or any other. I'm aware that's not what we're looking for. We're looking to see whether they throw the carrots and whether when they throw them, it goes into the item streams.
Who are you looking at? What are you looking at me for? That was F3N. Ah, yes. Now he can't look at me.
And I can now see where you are.
Can you?
Yeah, you should be able to see me.
You couldn't see where I was when I... Okay, so wait, that was throwing. Where did it go down?
Sorry, there was some already down there, so I didn't.
Oh, yeah, we're getting stuff. Oh, we're getting stuff. Okay, so I need to... And let's stick a chest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would work too.
And a hopper.
Sounds like you've got it all under control. I'll just go watch.
I almost know what I'm doing. So.
Well, someone's got to. Also, welcome, Lucas.
All right, so we currently have... Okay, them sitting on blocks. We currently have... oh, I'm still in spectator. Okay, so I have fences between. So what's working is a full block right there for them to stand on. Why are you making love hearts at me? I am not a villager.
He likes you.
Apparently he does. Oh, I need to change the time again.
Oop. One day I'll learn the times, but it's never been that relevant to me because I'm not in creative when I'm playing around with it. I'm in survival, so it's not like I can change it. What kind of tea do you have, by the way?
I am drinking my mother's chai recipe.
Okay.
She buys the spices and all and makes it up.
Wow, I just drink regular tea. See, we're in Britain. We're very simple. We mostly just like tea. Not particularly fussy over which brand or make. It's just tea.
Yeah, Truck Pipe, I know. I've got some video. I've been hearing that the video's choppy, and so I clearly have OBS fixed for recording, but I don't have it fixed for streaming yet. So I'm gonna need to figure that out and probably have a different set of settings for that. But it's difficult for me to change mid-stream. So I've also got my webcam messed up, and I'm gonna have to fix that too.
Gorilla Dude just commented.
I'm still fussing with OBS.
What a British question. Because I ask what kind of tea you're drinking. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, because you sometimes get different answers. Republic
for Americans, yeah.
Peach Black, and sometimes I'm drinking. Earlier, I was drinking Republic of Tea's Irish breakfast tea. I do like Republic of Tea. My favorites.
Yeah, my tea is just black with milk.
Yeah, but right at the moment, I'm drinking my mother's chai recipe with lots of milk and honey. Okay, so I should check. Am I getting just? I'm not getting anything in the chat.
Seen any.
Stopped. Yeah, I haven't. They've stopped.
Well.
All right. Let me. And carrots.
We're just in a watching mode at the moment. At least I am.
Yeah, I am too. Although I'm now feeding.
Because this is all. Oh, I thought there's carrots being thrown on the ground, and then saw you.
That's me, yeah. Except he moved away and didn't pick. Okay, he's come back. He's gonna pick. He picks them up, but does he throw?
Yum yum yum. Oh yeah, he threw them. Yes, they went into the item stream.
He threw them, and it worked just fine. And he threw all of them. Yep,
that's what he shows. What he thinks about your carrots.
Yeah, he likes them so much he tries to share them. Okay, so that works.
Is this villager in the middle?
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, perfectly in the middle.
Yes, he's in the middle. The glass is offset so that each of them had a doorway to.
Yep.
So that they're not split.
In America, we ask for what. $1.32 ounce soda flavor because we're all fat. That wasn't me that said that.
Okay, but so this requires either an ice block in the roof or the layer below it. Requires an extra layer between.
Yeah, but it's.
But that's fine.
Well, technically, it doesn't have to. You could run it underneath where the glass is if you wanted to. So where you've got that andesite, you could have that as flowing water.
So how would I... Oh. So have them standing on the stair rather than standing...
I'm just thinking space-wise. Let me just switch over to creative. That was very dark.
Andesite stairs. Moofs. Ah.
type equals top? No. I don't know how to do that. How would you change him to be on a... I suppose I could just kill him. But no, I won't do that.
Because if I run it under the glass, it's not going to be... oh, but I can deviate it up here to make it. Okay, so F, E, M, blah, blah.
I kind of need to get out of here.
Do you? Why?
I was inside the wrong place, that's all. Somewhere I didn't want to be. Go away. Right. Even in creative, villagers still get in the way.
I know. There's.
Right.
All right.
That gives me space to work.
There to here. Oh, I was gonna put.
Oops. Give me a moment. No. Bear with. Bear with. Bear with.
All right. So ice here.
Ow.
Not ice. Packed ice. Packed ice.
Do it that way.
Or blue ice. Blue ice is fine.
Just be careful with blue ice if you... no. Yeah, you're fine with blue ice. I always get confused between compressed ice, blue ice, packed ice. 3N.
Sign. Water here. That's not water, that's a copper. I hate this mouse.
I'm sure it doesn't like you either.
That's okay. My replacement mouse is coming today.
Is it now?
Yes. Because my mouse died yesterday.
A horrible death.
It was horrible for me, yeah.
Right. F3N. Let's have a look at this.
All right, so that should work, where I take the water along glass.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's possible to do this or not. Let's find out. So,
and then it doesn't take any additional space. That's good. I like additional space.
Off.
Can I take out this brick out from under what you guys are doing? No, I apparently can't.
F3EN. Slip through. F3N. I don't know if it's actually possible or not. Oops.
Let's see, where are you? Can I please you?
Command suggestion specs. Is there not a specs one? There's a spec command, not specs. Because I'm not wearing glasses.
I am.
Yeah, well, all the cool people do.
Oops, wait, what happened to my water?
What water? I might have got rid of it. Which is probably a bad thing. I'm just playing.
Gotta love having two designers here simultaneously getting each other.
Yeah, but then you've got water flowing the wrong way. You want it flowing out that way, so you need the furthest point back to be over here. Makes it...
Right. Empty bucket.
Right. So if that's flowing, let's see, F3N. And then...
Actually, we probably want it where that is.
Nope, you don't.
We don't?
Nope. Well, maybe. You could try that.
Because we got to get those two.
That might work. I just don't know how you go underneath the trapdoor, and if you can or not. It might have to revert back to what you were doing to start with. It's just worth trying and thinking about it. Thanks, truck pipe. Oh, sorry, I'm assuming you haven't got my audio turned on.
I have your chat. Ah!
That's brilliant. It doesn't matter how old you are, how mature you are, you still giggle at a fart.
All right.
Yeah, it might have to be dropped down a block as you had it before. I mean, it's not a huge amount of space difference. It's just
Annoying. It's annoying.
from 8 to 80 is still funny. I don't think you have to even be 8, and I think older than 80 you can still find funny. Let's F3 and nope.
Now, one thing we can do.
Yes.
We can put a slab here.
Oh, yeah. I can't see you.
Put a slab above the villager. Move the villager up.
I don't know if that helps or not. We're in a creative bio. Don't worry. I'm allowed to quote unquote hack.
Yeah, that's why we're here, so that we can hack all stuff.
I can move him up quite easily. Give me a second. I'll do it for you.
Oh, okay. I'll let you do it.
Yeah, let me go F3N because I'm in the block. I can break this. Let's go inventory open. That, and we need that. And I don't know why I've got so many carrots.
Because you keep coming in here and they keep feeding.
I pushed him up. It didn't work. It really didn't work. He bumped his head.
Well, so yeah, I wanted him like on a trapdoor. Here. You know.
There is another thing I can do.
Kill at
No. Try this. Hang on. Before you do that.
Distance. .1. And we do this where we want to apply an effect levitation temperature. Okay, yeah, that works. Now take out the piston and put a trap. Let's see.
Yeah.
3. Do I want a trapdoor or a slab or what? Trapdoor. Hey! You need to apply it to him again. Trapdoor.
Oh, I see. You want to put a trapdoor slab underneath him.
Yeah. Trapdoor or slab or whatever.
Crud lunch over. Back to lurking. Okay, bye, truck pipe. Like I didn't notice her chair until she did her command.
Ah, fence! No!
You know, you could just remove all the villagers
Villagers.
because we don't need them at the moment. So just kill all the ones in here. We can respawn new ones, and then you're not having to push them around.
Entity type equals villager. Distance equals ... 2.
Oh, but then you take all the fun out of it, and you missed one.
Yep, that's me.
I'll get this
Ours
one
no
for you.
fun.
I helped. Oh, I best
What's that red doing down there?
because I was powering the piston.
All right, so let's see here. We want this. We want. Where did that villager go? Come back here.
Change the 5 at the end to 30. 5 at the end of what? Barry, we're not doing that, even for a billion coins. So are you thinking of putting the villager on a trapdoor so you can then have water flow beneath him. Is that what you're trying?
Yeah.
That sounds quite sensible.
Okay, so we got water bucket.
Oh.
Oh, I hate this mouse wheel. Ah!
Mistakes. Another streamer I watch is doing face reveal for 100,000. I don't think anyone wants to spend their money on that. Zach is scared that our eyes will be blinded by his beautiful face. Yes, let's go with that.
That is entirely...
Have you just waterlogged the one that I'm over?
Yes.
Why? It pushes things into... You don't need this one to be waterlogged, just a regular block.
You are right. You are absolutely right.
And then...
I shall spleef you instead or accidentally hit you.
Yes, I'm in creative. My head is rubbing against the ceiling. I'm going bald.
Moving on, nothing to see.
Oh, I see. Yes, I could have made him levitate for longer. That wasn't the issue. I didn't know what we were doing.
Whoa, there's a villager in there.
Yeah?
Hi.
You did a 0.2 radius of yourself.
Yes, I know, but I wasn't paying a lot of attention to who was still there. Okay, so now we have this. We have the water heading that way, going along here. Need to move the ice. Let's see. That block. Make this a sign.
Done.
I have seen the light.
You've got a villager, by the way.
Yes. I do.
He just walked straight past you. He was in this pen. He was in this pen over here and went, oh, there's a bridge. I'll go over here.
I'm obviously paying.
He watched all his friends die. Yep, he did.
Oh, okay. All right. So this is the way we have stuff headed, right?
Yeah. It's
that moves stuff along there.
You'll want to kill this villager as well, because he's probably got the wrong kind of.
He has a contaminated
inventory. An inventory. Yes, he has a contaminated
villager. Okay, are we ready to replace villagers?
Before you do that, I would suggest that the one you spawn in the middle, let's remove these the composters first. And then your one in the middle, you can give him a particular trade and lock him in so he doesn't accidentally grab any of the other stations. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you can remove that last composter over here.
What do I want to do? Do I want to give it? What's the smallest of them? I think the.
You don't have to leave it there.
Stone cutter. That's true.
You just need to trade with him so he locks into that profession, and therefore he's not going to steal the composter.
Okay, well, I'll still do a stone cutter. Hi!
Huh? Yeah, that's not going to work. You want to replace the fence post with it. There you go.
Oh, right. I need emeralds. Alrighty.
You are very quick at doing those commands. I spend too little time in creative. So now...
Okay, so he's now apprentice level, so I need a...
You've also got a baby villager there.
Why do I have a baby villager there?
I have no idea.
How do I have a baby villager there? Zach, are you not telling me?
I don't know how to kill one, not the other.
see, I need a couple.
I know how to get rid of him. Watch. Like that.
So yes, this really is what you guys are not seeing in
There we go. I got rid of him.
episodes.
I just punched him. He's in the water stream. I think he's on your chest now. Oh no, he's fallen out. Right, I'm going to get out of here before I break something. Oh.
Okay. I need a villager. Villager. Carrot, so...
Oh.
My mouse... I hate this mouse. Okay. Villager. And I need carrots for him.
Yes, I'm aware of that, Gorilla, but I don't think I did that. But then again, we might have both spawned a villager at the same time.
Ghost! Hey! Yeah, almost, probably. That's very likely.
And yes, we can't see all of the issues that Karis is having because I'm not watching. I'm busy doing other things.
Yeah. Let's see. You need carrots too. So, carrots, lots of carrots. Have lots of carrots. Carrots over here. Oh, eek! Hi. Don't follow me around. Oh wait! Ah! I gotta put the glass in. Where? Oh wait. Where?
Oh.
I can't tell where I've put glass and where I haven't. Okay. Let's see. I need a poster here. This one needs potatoes.
I suppose I could have used the fence post. That would have been easier. There we go. Fixed.
Okay. Ah! Oh, and I have no... I am terrible at this. Trying to close things. Okay.
I'll be no better than you, so why do you think I stepped back and went, "Oh, you do this"? And let's do F3N. I'm just going to put a glowstone on top of all of the...
I just took a screenshot for no apparent reason.
composters.
Alright, I need to empty this thing out. Here's my inventory. Okay. So. Oh, and let's see, time set 9300.
Did you fill up their inventories? Or just hoping?
I gave them a bunch
Okay.
of crops, yeah.
Professional. Good thing with the trapdoor. Hopefully it works. I don't know, because they are looking up higher now with that trapdoor underneath him. So I don't know whether they can throw it over the fence. So it will be interesting to find out. But if this does work, you've got a item transportation system within the height that you wanted.
Yeah. Ah! Something
got thrown. I wasn't paying attention. Oh,
potatoes.
yep, and end up in the item stream. And he's dancing. Yep. Oh, he stopped.
Well, yeah, because it's waterlogged. The waterlogged things, they do that. They go, they go, whee! Whee! I can't do it as they can. Okay, I don't free out.
Are you in spectator mode trying to show how you can spin round?
Yes.
Because...
Oh, yes. Because that's very effective.
Oh, so your mouse works well enough that you can spin round?
Well, but I don't use the wheel thing for that. I just drag it around. Okay. I'm getting dizzy. All right. Hi. That's right. That's why I was in spectator mode.
Nuts.
They knew that about me, especially my peeps knew.
I think you've been quite successful there.
Oh, okay. Why are these potatoes stuck here? That's
because you've got them going at an angle coming out.
Right.
That sign's probably blocking them. So if we go F3N.
Well, it clearly is. Ah! You just stole my potatoes.
Try it that side instead, and I'll... Oh, I can't get in there because someone blocked it off. We'll just go there. If I throw in some carrots from the... No, I won't do that.
Oh, right. Just putting the sign on the opposite side. Yes, that works. Yes.
Yep, still getting stuck.
Still get stuck there.
Yeah,
What if I replace that with ice?
I don't think that'll make a difference, to be honest, because it's floating. It's not scooting along the ground.
Yeah.
I can try it. Go. See? Oops. 3 in.
Okay, toss stuff in.
Oh, but I already changed. I already did that. But what have you changed? Nothing. Your items are going straight at this. At the end, they're going straight towards that stair. They're not flowing outwards. So you're gonna have that issue.
What stair?
Well, to the left of where the water's flowing.
Oh!
It's just a straight.
I need to replace. Yeah.
There's another option. Oh.
Which is?
That's not gonna. Give me a moment. Let me think it through. It's difficult. F3N. You gotta remember, I don't do these things very often. Now.
You're more of an expert than I am. This is why I asked for the code. It's like, Zach, I want to do this. Tell me how to do this.
That won't help either. Damn it, Janet.
I mean, if this is the top font, if we have the sign there.
Ah, hang on. I got an idea. Bear with. If I go like that. Oh. What? It's still not going to work. I don't know. It's difficult. I also need an empty bucket. I don't do these things very often. Everybody gets, oh, Zach, there's no shame there. Thanks! Yeah, you're making things difficult by having it coming out here and not just one block over.
Well, that's why I'm trying to get it over block.
And all the ways I can think of
We
to
have
move
too many
it.
people. We have too many people designing at the same time. All right.
I just need to think through. Give it.
Let's go.
Your other alternative is to lose that corner crop, basically. So if we lost that and put it there,
Well,
you could then have it chicaned there, so it then goes straight out. Oops. Like that. And that would work.
and now yeah,
But you lose one bit of crop.
which is not significant in the grander scheme of things because the villagers don't always have every single.
Replace stone brick with ice, then second water stream coming from right. You can do, but I don't want to ruin the aesthetic of the outside as well. So it's, I did think about that, but then it's you've still got just as much of an issue because you're talking about shooting out to here and then another stream pushing it off there. We can try it. I mean, there's no harm
Or
in
what
it.
I could do is I could have. No, I can't. Yeah, I could have one more row of carrots, but I can't because I need it. I need that villager needs access to the villager.
So we'd have to do it like that. Let's give me some ice. Packed ice, please. So that gets replaced there with a sign there. Then we can just put water there. So that's your other way of doing it. Oh. But then you've got it's slightly less appealing on the outside. But that's an alternative to push it sideways. By the way, I have cheesecake. I didn't need to tell you that it's cheesecake, but it does look yummy. Mmm. That's really good. I've always said you can tell how good something is by how people forget their manners and just talk about how good the food is with their mouth full. So me going, "It's good," is a bit of a sign. That's really good. When people say it's rude to talk with your mouth full, is it more the sight or the sound?
Well, I think it's more the envy that, which doesn't matter.
See, I always think it's mostly the sight for me, because when someone talks with their mouth full, you see the food and you're like, ugh. But when there's no face cam, it's fine.
Okay.
People spit all the time.
So this farm, we've got this farm dumping into a stream. Now this farm, I'm going to have to redo the rails, because I still need rails.
I like the fact that what you've done is put it back to how it was before, where they're going to get stuck on the corner.
Going to get stuck on what?
This is how it was before I fixed it. You're just going to get stuck on that corner.
Oh, right.
What you wanted to do was
I
that.
can almost keep track of what we're doing.
That's what you wanted to do.
Yes. Yes. Sorry.
You could get rid of the sign if you want.
This is the one I need to. That's where it was. Yeah, the stupid mouse scroll wheel. I want my new mouse to go.
So this new mouse you've ordered. Oh, Gorilla Dude says it's
close. It's as close to the old mouse as I could get. So I liked the old mouse. That needs to be.
That's a very old person thing to say, you know.
Yes.
It's almost like you're a grandma.
I am an old person. Have you seen my skin? My Minecraft skin?
Yeah, you look like a grandma.
I am an old person. Yes. This is my teeth.
I always found it entertaining when my nan would insist on having exactly the same as she had before, because it's simpler than learning something new. It's like, yeah, but the old one was broken in many ways. This is better. Yes, but I know this one.
And I like the feel of it, and I'm used to the feel of it, and my habits are all...
What's worse is she would get the replacement that was exactly the same as the old one and still didn't know how to use it. So you had to do just as much education with the new replacement as if she just had a new one.
Yeah. Old
people. Can't live with them. Apparently you're not allowed to put them in a home against their will. That's the saying, right?
That's the saying, yes. That is completely the same. Of course it's...
That does make the unloading a lot simpler, doesn't it?
What unloading?
Exactly. Because you're not using loads of hoppers.
Is there a...
No reason. It was the extra one we spawned. I was keeping him safe.
I see that.
Small minds easily amused. What's worse is if you'd have done that with a sword,
not even...
it would have been bad. But doing it with a command so it shows up in my chat is even worse. Yeah, no one to accuse you of being a tyrant.
Yeah, I know. My daughter here.
Right, so this is your unloading system? How free am I to remove... I'm free. I'm just going to do it.
You're completely free.
Free like the wind. Oh, no. Huh? That doesn't work.
Okay, so...
You're missing something.
Oh. Yes, I am missing. Needs the comparator right there.
Yep.
But I don't even have the... I didn't have the minecart. It was there. It just would have fallen out.
Sure. I think it should still track Gorilla Dude, but I'm not entirely sure. I will check into it. Although you are failing to cover the last few blocks.
Yeah. It's not perfectly efficient. It's not. Okay, so we want to do this now. I want to change the rails so that we go into water stream here.
You can do.
Fuss. That's supposed to be there. Supposed to be there. These are supposed to be.
I'm aware of that, Gorilla Dude, but I think there should be a link for change to US one. Don't know. I will look into it.
Okay. So I want the minecart to unload and then go in. I guess.
Well, what you're best working out is you want to do your dropper first, and so we can.
Hopper, I want to drop it.
So we want to do that.
Oh yes, that gives more space.
And then we can work out how much space we need to do it. So I'm going to need...
Well, so I could put the clock out, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to do. Actually, I'm going to do this with stone bricks, so it should be... like that.
Oh, no, we want it sticking this way.
You probably want to load it into the side here with the minecart because it's nearer to the tracks this side. Or I could... So where you're feeding into the dropper.
Yeah, but I was thinking of having... We can have the loader here.
Okay.
Oh, and then the redstone might get...
So you want it... It needs to be one block lower. Or we have a
this,
rail up.
This. Actually, can it unload... let's put the dropper one down.
Oh, she managed it.
So that we can...
I hate not having my redstone.
So that is the hopper we unload into.
Yep, we're gonna...
I hate my mouse wheel.
You mentioned that once or twice. Suppose you can do it that way. I'm a little bit...
Pesky mouse wheel there.
Right. Let's sort out this unloader first, then we'll go back from that. Yeah. I suppose that would work. We just need to do it. Yeah. You're fine. You know what you're doing.
Almost.
Wow, you know more than I do. Which is worrying.
That is worrying. Alrighty, let me see here.
That goes there, and that goes on subtract mode.
That goes there. This goes here.
That's going to be better.
This goes here. This needs a redstone torch. Which goes... I hate this track up there. Which does this.
Okay.
Which comes back here. I've done this so often now, I know what I can actually... Except that powers this, and except I need this rail coming at it this direction. So this goes... Nope, I need... Mouse wheel. That here.
Why is it...
I don't want
it just...
It has to come this... It has to come at it this way. Because otherwise this isn't powering... This is what's controlling the powering of that rail.
Yeah, but why does it have to come in that way and not from this direction?
Because then it would interfere with you're doing. I can't put the comparator on the hopper. I mean the dropper. I can't put the comparator. Oops. For the draw, I can't. There, I can't put the comparator on the hopper here.
You don't need to. I meant the rail doesn't have to go straight into it. It can go that way.
Well, because that's not the block being powered.
What's not the block being
by
powered?
this? The stone break, this that I'm standing on, is not the one being powered by that.
No, this one is. The block you're standing on does nothing.
Oh, true. This is just a backdrop for it. Yes.
Yeah, just so the minecart doesn't run off.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm caught up. I almost know what I'm doing. Maybe once or twice. Okay, so that's the unloader.
Yeah, you can cover this quite simply.
Okay.
Oh, are you actually gonna try running the rails? Because that's easy. That's something you don't need to do now. Surely. Don't call me Shirley.
I'm making sure I have it right. I'm making sure I have this right.
How many did you put in?
30.
Okay.
Yeah, that worked fine.
Yeah, so you just need to alter the rails so that it loops around it. It's just remove one off the end, and then it loops back and forth. Yeah.
Okay, so this then, is there any way to combine the locking of that with the dropper? Combine these two redstone circuits?
I don't know.
Well, I can play with that.
I think that is probably simple enough.
So the unloader, this we have the unloader feeding directly into the dropper, which has a clock that dumps stuff in.
Let me have a look, see whether I...
And let's see, and the hopper minecart cannot possibly have more than 5 stacks in it, so we cannot possibly overload the dropper. Yeah.
Yeah. One moment. Let's.
Yeah. And there's the. Yeah.
Yeah. If you ran that dropper clock this side, it will interfere with your redstone torch over here. I was just thinking it through. That's all. To see.
Yeah. So it would send the minecart off.
Well, actually, you'd have. I think you'd have. Just trying to think if it would burn out or whether it would just send off because it's unloading. Either way, it's not ideal. Cheesecake. You happy? Have you looked over at your mob farm lately?
No.
Nope. Yeah, that's unloading. You know, this dumb drop design really works quite well.
Yes, it does.
Work even better with my design. Just a one.
Isn't it your design?
Slightly different because you've got a 3x3 drop hole instead of a 1x1. So with 1x1 you can just use entity grammar if you want. In fact, you could do that and have your lava blade above. I'm still unsure about how the iron golems will interact with these mobs.
Well, the iron golem might help kill the mobs.
Might do.
Are we not generating iron golems? We're not generating.
Don't look like it.
Did my zombie despawn? My zombie despawned.
You didn't name it.
I did not name it.
I will fix that for you. Except I don't know how to... I'm assuming there's a way to do that with a creative command. Oh!
Oh, I'm sure there is. But I
Oh,
don't...
Peter. Thank you very much. Well, that,
Ooh, yay for Peter.
that's a...
Is that tea you're brewing?
I've drunk all my
Alright,
tea.
let's
Thanks
see.
for the reminder.
Yeah, my cup's empty too. I'm going to need to take a break and go refill my cup.
Name tag. Oops.
Alrighty.
No. Try that again.
What are you going to name the zombie this time? Peter! Yay!
First name that popped into my head.
Of course. Peter is making my iron farm.
It's strange how this iron farm looks exactly the same as mine. Except you've changed out...
Gee,
You've changed out all of the workstations to be composters.
yeah,
Okay.
I like the look.
She did see fart and she giggled.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I like the aesthetic of that. Well, yeah, that's because I took a schematic of your Lyfcraft, and then I built it in Minecraft.
Oh, I thought you might have just copied it as a structure block.
No.
There was a reason to use different crafting tables, and that was mostly so that you knew... Because they have to access their workstation at least once every now and then. And if they become detached from the workstation that they've got next to them and try and attach themselves to a different one, it can be problematic. They shouldn't do, but it was just nice and clearer for me to see.
Yep. Alrighty, so we've got... and then I can use this same design... I can use this same design on the pumpkin and melon farm.
Blimey. The number of mobs in here. I think this is quite a nice design, although of course it's not toggleable. So I was going to build one similar to this on Lyfcraft, but I want something that's toggleable.
Well, you can just have a bunch of lights, right?
Yes, but it's really difficult to light up all of it, and that takes quite a lot of redstone to do.
Set.
Whereas my mob farm, which I'm just going to quickly switch over to my pause screen there's my pause screen, which is amazing, while I change worlds. As I think if I go into my single player world, I can find my creative one. No, that's the one with your stuff. That's fine. Right. And Minecraft. We can all see my... Ooh. I forgot that was there. That's my kelp farm. Which looks very different when you take it out of the world.
Which farm?
Kelp farm. Do you recognise it?
Oh, you're over on your yeah.
Yeah, I just joined
Yes,
my
I
super.
do.
Looks very different
Yeah.
without it being in here. Without being in here, but this looks very familiar, especially now it's finished. But I wanted a generic mob farm for Lyfcraft, and I've actually recorded a video already which includes this design. However, that video is not quite gone live yet. But it's a very simple one that I can turn off. You were about to ask something?
Oh yeah, yes, I like the way you do the blushing.
Yeah, so it's just one trapdoor holding back the water for the entire thing. So if we head in, this is taller than it needs to be, but just to prove a point. So water flushes in, washes all the mobs to the centre, they fall down, and it should be a drop at the bottom. Not spoilers, exclusive previews.
Yes, exclusive preview. Okay, so I think I've got what I need on this to make schematic copies of this stuff so that I can put it back on my world so that Oz can destroy this world.
Destroy?
Well, he set it up. He stood it up for this server up.
What a nice guy.
Yes. Ozathoth is very nice and helpful. So, okay.
And it will be turned on and off.
My
just
iron
by
golems.
a
Why
link at
aren't
the
my
bottom.
iron spawning?
Oh. Yeah, I think this works.
Ah! There I go, destroying things again. I am dangerous and creative. Which
I think this mob farm is spawning. Because I haven't got the drop at the bottom, they're kind of collecting. Oh, here you go. I don't want to die.
Let's see here. How can that?
Anyway,
Right.
back to
Let's
the
get
pause
some to
screen.
sleep.
So I can go back to ours as well. Because I don't want to give away the IP. I mean, anyone can guess that it's 167. Whoops. Minecraft. Oh, Iron Golem. Now the Iron Golems,
Oh,
when
is there one down there now?
there's one in the funnel. They will sit in the water. They eventually fall down. They don't necessarily fall down straight away. Oh yeah, he's down there fighting.
Excellent. That will help clear out the witches.
Maybe, I suppose.
Yeah, so he helps with the killing of the other mobs while he's in his death throes.
Yeah.
This is ultimate tyranny. I love it.
F3N. I was just about to do that. No! Shay found his button again. I just realised I could have just filled that, couldn't I?
Oops.
What? Leave it to me.
I accidentally broke another one.
What?
Ah!
Oh.
Okay, that's a problem in the design. All right, I don't want to do that. Okay.
Well, this wasn't my initial design, remember? I remember what mine was. Mine was a separate killing chain where it just lobbed the iron into the item stream. And then the mobs...
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. Okay, so that's the flaw in this design.
Any moment now, this guy's going to fall. I'm curious what happens on the way down, whether things have time to spot him.
Well, no, I was thinking I could make it out of a but the signs and stuff would still go too.
The signs
so
would still break, yes. If you okay, far enough away
so
from
I
the mob,
need to
AI will not do that. Yes, but you...
Yes, it does matter if they fight because when the golems fight the creepers explode.
Nice to see
and
you,
the
Lucas,
exploding
and have a
breaks
good day.
the farm.
Yes, it's a bit of a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you should have built it as
So
I
I'm
designed
gonna-
it in the first place.
Oh, fuss. I'm trying things. Don't you want to encourage me to try things?
Well, yes. Until the point where you start making things better than the way that it gets. Then no. Then you should stop.
Then I should stop. Okay. All right. So clear this stuff out.
Right. Can we just
Have
put it
the
on?
ground be magma and fill it with water. No, you can't fill it with water because. Oh, well, the magma would pull them down.
Yeah.
Would it
Suppose, yeah,
still-
But then you need a hopper minecart running underneath to pick up everything.
Yeah.
But realistically,
No, the hoppers,
it
the
doesn't.
hoppers can still be.
It doesn't actually need to be a 3x3 at the bottom.
If I'm not having the
Well, if you have a 1x1
fire
hole,
golems in there, you're right.
if you have a 1x1 hole, they'll die from entity cramming. Plus, you can have a magma block as well. So if it's less than 25, then they die from magma block. If it's more than 25, they die from entity cramming. And then you only need one hopper minecart pushed into that one magma block.
Yeah, but then what? Okay, let me. Where's layer do I need to be at here?
Let's go there.
The layer above that. Okay, the layer above that. This layer. This is.
Oops.
Not F4, F3. Is what is this? 41, 5, 210.
Sounds very technical. Oh, have I done slabs on the bottom? I did.
Let's see. Fill.
You're not filling the area I'm working on, are you?
Yes.
What? What? What was that for? I had a solution.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh.
Undo! Control Z! Control Z!
So, well, tell me your solution.
Well, I was going to funnel them into the middle here and have a drop chamber to about probably this height and have them killed off with lava and water stream pushing the items over to the side. So you're going to lose the middle platform for like 4 or 5 layers, but not any more than that.
Fine.
Yeah, do you want to redo what you've just undone?
Yeah. Let me see here. So
do you know how to, or do you want me to do it for you?
Yes, allow me.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 3 of these.
Watch, see if she gets it right. I've already done this before.
Well, I need the practice. I
know, but normally you're better at this stuff than me, so.
I need the practice. Let's see. 6, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is.
She's being brave.
$79, $228, $223, $5.
You would need. Let's see if you've actually done it right. Oops. Would help if I didn't press my Windows key. I'm impressed. That looks correct. Keep going. And again. If you do not activate the bob out there, put hop minecart over 4 hoppers. No, not probably, yeah, but that's fine. 4 hoppers is less than having 9 hopper minecarts over 9 hoppers, which is what you'd have to have otherwise. That stop. Right, so I need to remove this top layer, so I'm just going to do. Give me a moment. 2. Right, remove that top layer. So they should fall either side and we can get them to wash into the middle. So I'm going to line this. Just try to think what height iron golems are.
3. Well, 2.7, I think.
Yeah, it's also whether they'll climb out or not. So I think we need one more, but let's just try it from.
And you said we need to take the middle one out from about the first top couple
At least the top one, yeah, but I'll figure that out in a moment.
Ah!
Right, so as we like to say around here, water. then let's have...
It's 3 by 3.
What?
Ah, I see. You're doing the signs as you do it. Ooh, very clever.
Then I can just do... Actually, I don't want to do that. Let's do fence gates. Then I can shut them later on if I want to. Hate the hitboxes for placing on top of signs, though. But it does mean that we can shut this off if we need to. The water in my water don't taste like white water. Yeah, something like that. Right, so we'll open all of those. Then iron golems can fall down. Then we...
So can Caris's.
Apparently. Wait. Yeah. Now, one thing we need to be aware of is how this affects this stuff. It shouldn't be too bad. So the lava blade will be there, so we need another block there, and then a floor. Like that, I think. You following me?
Yeah. Lava blade here, which was...
I wouldn't do...
There's the signs need to be here.
Yeah, we don't need to have the whole thing filled with lava, though. Let's... Boop, boop, boop.
But the...
It's
how are we getting the drops?
very easily. I'll show you in a moment.
Oh, right, the water.
Yep. So if we go... You have lava. If we poke... I'll leave that there for now. Duck. Quack. And then if water were to go... Oh. Nope. What we need to do... Let me just poke the hole out here. Water can't go past that point. So no, it doesn't need to be... It can be water sources straight on there. So you just go... Whoop, and... At least it will be like that. Because it can't go past where these trapdoors are. F3 in.
Oh, right.
So they should fall down into this trough and then wash to the middle.
Are they going to land on this?
Land on...
Toss a bunch of items.
Oh, are you worried about it falling onto the edges here?
Onto the... I think... Are you... You're, okay, there you are. Yes. Yes, that edge right there.
If it is, what you just do is... That all the way up? Oop.
No. But path... Does that reduce the... Well, the thing is, if you're going to pathfinding there...
It only reduces... they can't pathfind to over there anyway. Because there's not enough space here for them to stand up. But, I mean...
Oh, so we have to take out one more.
No. Take one more out what?
Platform.
Well, this one's useless anyway, but you can leave it here because it stops Enderman spawning up here.
Oh, right.
So it's not doing any harm it being there. It just can't spawn anything. But yeah, you want me to throw things in this.
Well, in which case, why don't we put the
Oops.
Why don't we bring this down a little further?
What about just spawning an iron golem? See what happens. Oops. F3N. So he's in there dying from lava.
Lava damage. Right.
And then when he finishes dying, the item should drop into the water stream, shoot out, and then fall down.
Yes. But why not put that?
You could do this. There's no benefit in it.
But there's no harm either, except it gets it a little further down of the way of
Yeah. I'm not sure what the radius is where the villagers check for iron golems.
Actually, it does something else. We don't need them to drop further. It brings the whole thing down a little bit, so it makes the farm a little packed.
Sure.
Correct?
It does. As I said, it doesn't. It's not going to cause any harm by bringing it down 2 blocks. So if anything else, if nothing else, it just gives you a bit of margin for allowing you to make sure the iron golem's out of range of the village.
Well, no. The thing is, I can move the village down 2 too. I can move everything down 2 blocks.
You mean move the villagers down?
Yes. 2 blocks.
Be aware that you don't want any solid blocks within range of them for iron golems to spawn. I'd be a little bit cautious of bringing it too close in case an iron golem spawns on one of these platforms.
Point.
Sorry?
Point. As in, that's a good one.
Okay. Something like that, and then just slabs on top. Obviously, all the way across. So let's do.
Oh, I hate putting on top of. I hate putting lava on top of signs is really.
4. Just change that to.
Oh, I see. You put it on the side one. That's easy. I see you did.
What did I do?
That is easier. Oh.
What did I do that's better than the way you did it? Tell me again, because this is very rare for someone to say that.
All right. So now I want to create that. Is there anything else below here that reasons I can't bring that down? Oh yeah, there would be reasons because I would lose those platforms.
Very rare. Thanks, Bio. It's supposed to be on my side.
Okay, so I think this is basically
move that up 1. Sorry, did I confuse you there?
No.
Okay. As you placing it manually and me just going, I'll just use a command.
Yeah.
Thanks, Barry. Everyone's saying very rare that I'm right. All right. It's supposed to be on my side. It's supposed to be my chat against Karis's chat, but no.
They are on your side. They're chatting in your
difficulty.
You should look at my chat. Gizmo said, a woman said a man was right and pushed his luck asking her to repeat it. Brave or stupid guy.
Go with stupid. All right, Gorilla Dude. I'm in a losing fight, aren't I? I don't want that. Let's have me an anvil. So I can name this thing again. How have you not finished slabbing that thing yet?
I'm just puttering. I'm not trying to go super speed. I'm puttering my way through it. How come you haven't finished it yet?
I was naming the zombie.
Oh, okay.
Sabotage.
Yes.
Do you know where that word comes from?
Sabotage?
I know that this is not Minecraft related at all, and it's a random trivia thing. Do you know where it comes from? Come on, you're the intelligent grandma.
Well, that just means I know how to search. What comes from? Wait, what? Sabotage?
You're Googling it, aren't you?
No, actually, I'm not. I was chatting with somebody else. Sabotage. That sounds like a French word.
Yes.
Picked up from...
Damn it, Ozza! He knows. It's from the Industrial Revolution in France, where a lot of jobs were being lost to machinery and automation, and so to.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's all right. It won't go anywhere. There's a sign underneath.
Oh, there's a sign there. Oh, thank goodness.
Because I placed the sign, even though it wasn't necessary.
Because you're smart.
Yeah. Because I knew that you'd break my fence.
I know. I broke the fence because I was trying to. Put...
In France, they throw their clogs into the machine. This is in the textiles industry, I believe. Into the looms to break them. And French clogs are called.
Not a clue.
Sabots.
Oh, okay.
So sabotage was throwing their clogs into the machinery. Yes. Sabots. S-A-B-O-T-S. Oh.
Okay, so we have...
You now have an iron farm working at the top, yes. In theory.
And I would probably want to enclose.
I'm going to get rid of... Oh, I need buckets, don't I? I'm going to get rid of your water and change it round a little bit.
Which water?
The funneling system.
Okay.
Because I think it would be a lot better if you drop them into a 1x1 hole. You don't need the obsidian, the lava anymore.
Yes. Feel free.
So... Let's put us into... Oh. I'm going to kill that zombie again in like a peaceful mode. Right. Get rid of that. Join a growing community of awesome people by clicking that follow button. It's free. You can't get better value than that, can you? It's my bot. I was just speaking for him. He hasn't got a voice.
How high does it need to go?
This is a friendly place to be. No. Right, I'm going to put some torches down because I know this is very dark for people. Sea lanterns? That'll do. Then I can remember to remove those with a command. You should make it. I suppose I could. You're not blocking me in, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably. I mean, why not?
Any excuse. I'm going to lock you in a room with loads of creepers. Okay.
Yeah, of course. I mean, anything I can do to...
Wow. I managed to kill that zombie with my fist. Obviously, he must have fallen a few floors.
Let's... So that's 210, 210. Alright, so let's do this thing. 210 to 228 and 40.
Oh. Britt White was 77.
41.
Right, so like that and like that.
Alrighty, let's
I'm gonna drop
slabs
this
on this.
I think. Let's do.
Andesite slab. Okay, so then fill 41.
Oh, I'm working in this area as well.
7 2, 2, with andesite. Poof! Okay, so it's a complete unit now.
Let's go back in here and remove these bits. F3 again. Right, so if I make this height. So I'm inside just working out water streams because I'd rather have them drop down so that they can't step back up.
Light. Where's that light? Here's the light. Kill that light.
Well, I suppose the other thing I could do is Zacthedragon, night vision. 1, true. There you go.
Yeah.
I can see clearly now. The matter do. Zach, I'm gonna need to get some dragon emotes. They are ordered. And I'm looking forward to getting them. However, it's going to be a little while because the person that I've chosen to do it is really, really good and booked up.
Oh, drat.
What do you do?
Nothing.
Liar. You're a liar.
I am a liar.
Right, so if I get water...
Oh, drat. It's fuss. I lost. Ah! I'm making a mess.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll work. And then I just drop it to that point. I did that wrong, didn't I? It's a 1 wide channel in the middle, not a 3 wide, which is perfect because is this thing 19 by 19?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be why. 1 for the wall. I did not get Fear My Paintbrush, although that's not a bad idea. Someone else. You'll see. Are you going for Bright Axe? Yes. Apparently. I've got too many mobs. Can I put us in peaceful?
Yeah.
I don't know how I keep hitting my caps lock. Right.
Bother.
Mother? Did you just say mother?
I said bother.
Oh.
I'm having.
That makes more sense.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, there's...
Oh, now there is a problem. Light.
No, there's not.
Light.
There'll only be a
So-
problem for one platform if it's a problem at all. There
10
will be
blocks, yeah.
some. I wouldn't worry about it too much.
It's still 10 block.
So is your daughter now home as well to call you a tyrant?
Yes, she is. She's not aware at the moment that she needs to call me a tyrant.
I thought it was always the case that she needs to call you a tyrant.
You missed us earlier. We were
We
were killing villagers.
I think you'll find you killed the villagers.
Zach claims I did it, but that was a combined
A combined what?
effort.
Was no effort on my part. I just sat back and let you do all the killing.
Oh, Zach says there's no effort on his.
The icon process might drag on. Oh dear. Oh, Ozza. Thanks, Gorilla, for pointing that out. I missed it.
Oh no! What did?
What did? Who put all these campfires here?
Campfires where?
Where I'm
Must have been
standing.
you. I'm not doing anything.
Oh, sorry, that was unexpected.
Bless you.
I should have muted my mic. Serial killer twins. I've been called worse.
Oh, I'm in spectator. That's what I can get.
Oop, let's go 3 blocks down.
Ah, there we go.
And then we'll have
okay.
a hopper there. Feeding in. Nope, I lied. Hopper there. Feeding in. Trust me, I'm a doctor. So need rail. Oh, are we in 1.14 or 1.15? We're in 14, aren't we?
14.
Which means it doesn't matter which way I face, the rail goes north-south. Luckily, I'm facing the right way.
Which is helpful because the north-south is nice, because then that tells me if I do it this way, it will...
Yeah, but I'd like to think we're not going to be stuck in 1.14 forever. Hopefully. Ah! Ignore that funny sound.
I was just watching you flood everything here.
Yeah, it's not a problem. There's nothing under here that I care about. It's just your stuff.
True. That's true.
So that goes there. Magma block there. Let's do... Oh, I can break that one. Duh. Let's have one redstone. Oh. You guys didn't tell me. Did I break the minecart track? No, I didn't. And then we'll put one chest there. Which is not perfect. But we'll see how it works.
Ah!
I assume you did something wrong. F3N?
No, it wasn't wrong. It was just unexpected.
Ah. Was it the Spanish Inquisition? Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
No, it was wrong.
Oh, my daughter corrects. Says it.
You'll be glad to know I managed to reach my mute button that time when I blew my nose. I'm still getting used to the fact I've got a boom
all
arm.
about it.
Well, I didn't want to make you feel like you missed out. And I want you to appreciate that I spared you. Oh, why do I keep ending up in caps? You're not in spectator mode, are you? No, it's just me.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you put a box around the iron thing.
Yes, I did.
What for?
What do you mean? What for?
What for?
It's going to be decorative stone.
Okay, thanks for clipping that gorilla dude. The funny noise I made.
Good job, gorilla dude. Yes, good job, gorilla dude.
Mobs are spawning, by the way. I'll see how it works.
I'm hearing all of the dying.
That's quite a rate that they...
Yeah, this is a very efficient. The dump drops are very efficient.
And no redstone.
And no redstone. Yeah, I'm not going to need it to be this big. I'm not going to need that many when I build it in Lyfcraft.
No, but... yeah. So if I change that, I can then use a... So if you wanted a looting sword, of course, you could easily use a looting sword to kill them and get XP.
Yeah.
Huh? Barry, what about a raid? Huh? And of course, you should also end up with iron in the chest, although you need a zombie up top, which I need to get to. F3N, and inevitably, I forget my zombie spawn egg. Oops. Well, that didn't go to plan. It's alright, there'll be an iron golem in there in a moment. I might have spawned a zombie on the side of the cauldron, rather than in the cauldron. So he just appeared in the world and dropped into the funnel and... Wait, reminds me of the whale in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Who am I? Where am I going? Please tell me you've seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or read it. Why am I typing that into the...
I've even listened to the BBC audio.
Oh, best. The radio productions.
The radio production's the best, but I've read it.
You're always appreciated, Gorilla Dude. Oops. Wow. I have no idea how to spell. And I know that's not correct. I don't care. He'll probably die when I next have to put him into peaceful mode.
Right, let's see.
We break that.
Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away.
Not very friendly, are you? Telling me to go away.
I'm not telling you to go away.
Who?
I'm telling a skeleton to go away.
Did you kill all the mobs within range of you?
No.
Okay, that's interesting. There's a bit of...
There's still lots of mobs around here.
Well... The rate they're coming in is quite quick. What have I done wrong? Oh no, nothing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... Which is excellent, because I'm not gonna need anywhere near that many layers. So I'll be able to shrink this down. Alright. Oh, so let's see here.
I assume you've got sounds turned on to hear this.
I've got sounds turned on to hear what...
The mobs. There's a bit of...
Yeah, they're all dying.
And of course witches also die from entity gramming. In theory.
Yeah.
They will normally be the last to die, but they should die eventually from it. But at the moment they're not, because they're just taking a potion of fire protection. And they're not entity gramming it currently.
Okay, so now this design, we don't have quite as much down here. Still going to have to define the sorting storage area for under that. So I'm going to add a storage module under this, but that's fine.
There is something else
so with that,
to consider. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
So when they're funneling in here, because they're funneling in from both sides, sometimes you end up with them bouncing against each other and none of them dropping down because they're kind of blocking up the hole if they arrive at the same time in the middle. So you could have the channel on one side slightly higher than the channel on the other side, so that they're not doing that bit where they bounce together so much. You see how the skeletons are holding each other back? So if you were to drop one side down, potentially you could then have them shoot into the same stream. Especially if you have a wall up and then drop in at the side. That's all, just wanted to point that out as an idea. This design is ridiculous.
Okay, so we have the integrated done. We have the integration between layers.
Don't forget, if you get loads of rotten flesh from this on your farm, there's a person that accepts it.
Yeah, I have a cleric.
I meant my multiple clerics. Zach had 24 hoppers on the magma, so it's always coming. Yeah, hopper minecarts, yeah, that would also work.
No, actually you can't in 1.14. I tried that, and because when you put the hopper minecarts in there using the pistons, it pushes them through, and even if I had like obsidian on the other side of it, so I tried that because that was Philiot's original design. So that approach has been nerfed in 1.14.
So, okay. How Right.
So when you use, at least when you use a dispenser to put the hopper minecart, to place the 24 hopper minecarts in the one hole, the dispenser actually pushes them through. Now you could probably do it with a piston. I could probably do
Now, you don't need 24 hoppers, just 24 minecarts, because
not
the
24 hoppers,
minecarts can
yeah.
sit on top of the magma block. It's not a problem.
Yeah, the minecarts. No, but yeah, but the dispenser with the minecart didn't push the minecarts through, block them.
But it's certainly a good idea. Worth thinking about. Then they'll die quicker.
This was originally based. Yeah, this was originally based on Frilioth's one chunk design, and that was what Frilioth used for his mob farm.
Yeah, and he used a flushing system more similar to what I just showed in my creative world, which is the one that I'm playing on doing Lyfcraft.
Yeah.
However, slightly flawed.
Yeah.
Which Karis and I were looking at and discussing, and one of the main issues was it was spawning spiders, but not able to flush the spiders out.
Right.
There's a lot of creepers. They're also very noisy.
So I'll have enough gunpowder flying practice.
Yeah, you can start actually
rockets,
wearing your elytra.
I know. But rockets aren't that. I mean, I go over every so often and buy it. I don't know who sells the rockets. BD or
It's BD.
It is BD.
I have a gunpowder supply. It's just me that uses it, and I'm slowly backing up. And I've only built 2 modules. My initial idea was to build 6 or 8 modules. I built 1 to say, well, that's a start. And then I went, well, this is working quite well.
And that's why this design here, I'm going to not do.
You can also use wither roses instead of magma, so witches can't use potions. That's a good point.
Yes, I thought of that. I have not dug into the wither rose thing and figured out how to farm the roses yet.
You only need one.
One wither rose?
That's all you need for this, because it needs to go on one block.
So yeah, I haven't.
It wouldn't be difficult.
What do you need to get a wither rose? You need to have a wither
kill
a mob or something.
Yeah. So if for example we were to go find an end island in the middle of nowhere.
Peter, that's a good question. Did I get the roof high enough up? And I probably didn't. You are probably completely right.
The iron golems to spawn.
Yeah, he's probably right.
What would?
Oh, the roof I put on.
Oh,
I need to move it up. Let me.
Wait. Yeah, it's only 2 blocks. 3 blocks tall. It's 3 blocks tall. No, it's It's 3 blocks tall because you've got a fence post, then torches, then air block. So you have technically got enough, I think. I still haven't seen the iron golem spawn though.
Do we have the thing back in?
Everything's
the zombie back in. Yeah, I'm not seeing them spawn. Oh, but we also haven't had times a day.
I was just gonna block this lava off, and then any iron golems that spawn will sit in here. So we can afford to leave it for a little while and see if any spawn, because they won't die. If you knew what I mean. Yeah, so you need 1 wither rose, so we could potentially go to somewhere in the end and set off a wither and loads of chickens. You and me just go, take all the chicken eggs we can, spawn loads of chickens, spawn a wither, and then you fight it, and I'll watch.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound safe.
Sounds safe to me. You fight him. Let it be night so the villagers have a chance to sleep. Yeah, I know that's important. That's why I was just leaving it rather than... I'm not worried about it. We'll find out soon enough. I've taken out the lava.
That's why I just went through a day cycle.
Yeah, I've taken out the lava source, so if any spawn, they'll just sit in the funnel at the bottom and they'll stay there.
26, 28, 20. Force. Okay, I've given another block of headroom.
Okay. If you're going to count on stream, can you do it in character, please? And by that, I mean in the character of Count Dracula. From Sesame Street.
I can't. Yes, I know who Count Dracula.
Juan! Ha ha ha! Ooh, ha ha ha!
I'll leave that to you.
You have a
Okay,
villager that
fine.
escaped.
Check.
Do we? Oops.
Yes, maybe.
3. Nope, we got the right number. That guy there, when he sleeps, he'll go back into the pot. So he hasn't slept yet, so we just need to leave it be. He'll get back to that spot.
Come on, guys, it's midnight. You're supposed to be sleeping.
Mr. Chimpanzee.
Okay, there we've got a couple of sleeping.
Get roses, then knock in void. What? Oh, I can still see it here because I've got the night vision. Of course, we're not spawning anything new because we're in spectator mode.
Why are iron golems spawning?
I'd just leave it for now and see what happens. I wouldn't worry about it straight away. Can you place wither roses on magma? You can't, can you? So it has to be on something else rather than magma. So we'd have to change that out. Yeah. Has line of sight to the zombie, so he will not sleep. No, that's not the case, or at least it shouldn't be the case if it's being replicated as mine. Because what happens... So he has line of sight to the zombie, so he will not sleep. Oh, I see.
No, they do sleep.
He means
Why?
he won't get in the bed because he can see the zombie. That does make sense. I see what you're saying, and that does make sense. I'm just going to block...
And we got an iron golem.
I know, I kind of want to push this guy over, but I can't. We did get an iron golem, but that's only from one farm. So one of the farms is not currently functioning because one of the villagers is out and able to see the zombie. There.
Villager murderization!
No, I was just pushing him off the edge.
Uh-huh.
What? Who slapped that? I was expecting him to fall through, but no. I didn't kill him.
Okay. So this can work, does work. Why
Can
isn't
does.
it working?
The iron... I removed the lava.
Yeah, but why aren't we spawning? The lava wouldn't have anything to do with spawning.
He's probably still in range. And there was only one village that was
Oh,
valid.
so it doesn't kill them fast enough.
Well, I didn't have the lava in at all. There was no lava to kill the iron golem. I took it out so that we could then walk
And
away from it.
he's still in range. See, that was the he's in range part.
Yeah. So you might want to drop it down. However, how far you need to drop it down, you could look it up as to what the radius of the village is. So it'll be based on where these 3 villages are, basically.
Yeah.
And there'll be a radial thing around there.
Yeah. But okay, so this basic design and the fact that the fact that it is closed doesn't matter.
No.
Okay, and then I can change the height of this based on how many layers. This is highly efficient, so I don't need that many layers. We got the killing chamber, we got this chamber, so I've got all the pieces now. That is highly productive.
Hang on.
And we've got the unloader, and the unloader combined with shooting into the item stream.
Ah!
Where do we have?
I
that
broke
over
it.
Here.
I broke it.
What did you break? Ah!
Not a problem. No big deal.
Nothing to see.
We're okay.
Okay. So I think I have all the pieces now to put together. Am I missing anything else?
I'm going to put it back into peaceful so I can play around with this thing over here.
Yeah.
So, what I'm going to do is suggest moving the water stream on this side to be lower down. Or you want it compact, don't you, in height? Oh.
Yes.
I managed to summon my wither rose, I just did it in the wrong place.
Yep.
Never mind.
Okay, I'm gonna need. I'll need. I don't.
Get the rose
I'm not
then, not
using my
withering to void.
instance that has like Medica, so I can't make my copy.
Let's have one hopper minecart, one rail. What blocks can wither roses go on?
Well, wither rose.
I know they go on dirt, but I'm assuming they go on other things as well.
You said.
Then again, it doesn't really
It's
matter because
funny.
it doesn't work on magma, so I've got to do it on something. Might as well just do it on a grass block.
This is the.
Oh, I lost my wither rose. That, and then wither rose. Put the wither rose on soul set. Oh! Well, you can do, I suppose, because then you don't have to worry about the hopper minecart, because you just have a regular hopper underneath, but the regular hopper won't pick the items up as fast, so it depends on what you want underneath that.
Well, you can put a hopper minecart there instead of just. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Then,
Well-
yeah. Okay.
Actually, let's be original. We're in 1.14. I'll use a barrel. Then I don't have to worry about being able to open
Okay, I'm disconnecting. Let's see. I need highlight Medica instant.
that. No, look at you with your fancy mods. I know what you're saying about the soul sand, but I don't see the particular benefit, because if you have soul sand, you can only put a regular hopper underneath it. It's not really a big deal. Okay, so they're all dying from wither effect now. And if wither effect doesn't kill them, energy gravity will. That one hopper will not be able to keep up with the drops. I'm aware of that. But there's also potential for... Because I can break this hopper minecart. Oh. Alright. We'll do it your way. Let's do it. Soul sand. So, soul sand there. That on top. And then we have multiple hopper minecarts. I suppose that would be sensible. So, like that. Like that. What takes half a block? Glass plane. And then we'll do rail.
I need to go one lower. Yes, I do need lower, so I should. And I should start.
I know this isn't ideal, guys.
And then I shall manually. Do that. Period.
If I go like that,
It's down
we can go
7.
hopper minecart, and then
And the Z is
push.
here. 3. 2.
Okay.
So I want the X, so I need to 72.
Let's try a glass pane. And then...
Oh, I need one further out. 71 then?
Oh.
I almost know what I'm doing here. 73.
You're still putting it all through one hopper. And yeah, I know, but I wasn't thinking of this being the bottleneck. I was thinking you could have multiple hoppers coming out. Then all three of these should end up just underneath, but...
Sub-region.
To be honest, I'm not expecting it to be a huge issue. Because with... Would a trapdoor be enough to push that end? Oh.
Okay, I need to go down an extra 2.
My thinking was more that you could have an unloader for each of these hoppers. We're also going to have less spawns than we are currently getting.
Oh, actually, we didn't make any changes to any of this. I don't need to. And we're not quite done with this.
Huh? Why that not? What the... Oh.
Okay, but you're still fussing with
Fussing?
that.
What do you mean fussing? I resemble that comment. I mean resent that comment. That's what I meant to say.
Uh-huh. Oh, fuss. I'm the one fussing.
The hopper minecart straight into a dropper on a very fast clock. So can you place a dropper straight underneath? Because I thought you needed a hopper feeding into it, not a hopper minecart. I don't think you can load a hopper straight into a dropper. Sorry, a hopper minecart straight into a dropper. The other thing you could do is, of course, have multiple droppers. Like that. Ah! What was that noise? Was that your chair?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Welcome back, Barry. And then you just have your observer clocks, I suppose. But yes, I'm aware that the front ones need changing around.
What are you doing?
Nothing? Nothing at all. Quit you worrying.
So, oh, I see. You're doing a dropper clock.
Except it's not. It's just I've just placed two observers into each other, so it's a constantly running clock at the moment. But you could have a on-off switch powered by comparators if you wanted to. There's ways to do it, and I have done it.
So I see. You're doing a dropper clock, attempting to do enough capacity to handle hops.
Yeah, so you'd have you'd have a water stream pushing all of these items over hoppers. So Yeah, you'd feed that round to a piston, sticky piston holding that on, basically. Suppose you could do a sticky piston. I am thinking out loud. Have pistons under so you can toggle them on and off. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but I'm thinking whether I could automate it.
No, I didn't.
Except that's not actually pick up anything. It's all coming out the middle one, isn't it? Yep. So that's pointless. That's pointless. But I don't think we're backing up on this hopper anyway. Yeah, we're not. We're not backing up anyway. So the idea of having multiple hopper minecarts is not really necessary because it's only that middle one's keeping up with what falls down anyway. So you can see that it's not backing up.
Yeah, because it's not. I don't see any still. Yeah.
There's nothing in the dropper or hopper at any point that.
Yeah. So one's enough.
Yeah, and that's on a server where we're getting all of the.
Yeah.
Drops. Words.
Yeah.
Hard. Difficult.
Yeah. Well, words aren't hard. It's the retrieval of said word.
In a sensible order that makes sense. You're the one who's always worried about server lag, but then you're building someone else. I'm not creating any lag. Look, we have an off switch. See, an off switch. Except it doesn't stop them spawning. But with these mobs,
Okay.
we're capped out by the server mob cap anyway, and there's no redstone running. It's just entities spawning and falling down and dying.
Yeah.
So it's no more server load than if they were spawning in the caves around your base.
Yeah.
Plus, you've got a shared mob cap most of the time.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We've got the pieces. We're gonna do water streams outside. We've got how all the we've got how rails dump into the water stream. We've got how villager thing dumps into the water stream. We've worked out the combination farm here. So I think, where did I put my handy little list of things not to?
She has a
Interface
list.
layers.
Very professional.
Build Excel. Okay, so I think we accomplished the stuff. And I need a break to get up off my.
Oh. Well, if we're finished here, I'm going to head over to the Lyfcraft server. If people are willing to stay with me, that would be amazing. Because I want to get
but I think I'm going to
cracking on my mod farm.
There we are. Hi, peeps. Bye, peeps. There's Zach. Hi, Zach. Hi, Zach. Where's Zach? There's Zach. Hi.
Oh, okay. I thought you couldn't bear to look at me for a moment there. It's you want to be in the background.
We're doing selfie. Yes, we're doing selfie.
Yep.
So I'm going to drop off. Thanks, peeps, for being here. I'll see you later.
She's gone quiet.
Okay, my stream's on the. So I'm still chatting on F. I can't.
Right.
Okay, and I've captured the schematics I want. So I'll let Oz know that I'll place these in my creative world just to make sure I've got it, and then I'll let Oz destroy this world.
Okay. Right, so while I change servers, people are getting to see my brand new paused screen. Or paused screens. Which I'm hoping some of you...
Swirly thing alert!
I'm hoping some people recognise where they're from. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Don't panic. Dad's Army. Hey, I used to watch all these things when I was younger. Oh, do you know what's bad? I've just got onto the Lyfcraft server and I've started trying to pick block with middle click. It doesn't work in survival. Oh, pause initiated. Obviously, as I made these cards before the event, I am sitting here in the past thinking of what to say to you future people. But all I want to discuss is... Oh, damn it, it's too fast. It's too fast. Oh, I have to change the timing. Right, back to Minecraft. Minecraft. Gorilla Dude's staying. Don't tell him your name, Zach.
I'm gonna... Since I need I'm gonna go drop off the Discord chat.
Right.
Where am I? Here's Discord. So, thank you for the assist.
Thanks for the fun. And acknowledging once that I knew what I was talking about. Was it that one? Or something like that.
You are amazing. You are very creative and modest, and just
go away.
A stellar human being. Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Right, I'm just going to drop myself out of the server Discord just in case anyone else joins, and also to avoid background noises from disconnections, etc. So, Lyfcraft server, the actual Lyfcraft server, rather than Creative World that Ozza loaned us. And I've been working on the basis of my mob farm. Let me offload my inventory first, so we'll head to the Yellow Wing and clear out some of this junk. Hey, CharisSophia is now hosting you. Woohoo! You can pick block if it's in your inventory. Yes, I'm aware of that, but I don't have any of that particular block because it's an expensive one. So, don't need kelp, don't need bones, arrows, or coal, or blimey. I have junk in my inventory. Oh, that'll do. It does, although I might have disabled it earlier to try and get things working. I think I might have mispressed it because I had recording open for something else whilst I had Discord open for a call. So I disabled the streamer mode, and I don't actually know how to turn it back on. But I'm sure I can figure it out, but it's complicated. So my mob farm is going to be built in this space going up towards the surface. Twitch, they're deciding I'm not subbed, but you are. Why would it think you're... In what way did it think you were not subbed? The mob farm will be starting basically where that quartz is. I don't know why I make that noise as I'm stretching. And going up from there. The thing I'm not sure about is whether we're just going to go to the height of this room, which is just underneath the ocean floor, or whether we break out into the ocean above, which is only like 1 block higher. And then if we break out, how far up we go. But regardless of how tall the mob farm ends up, I still want this design in here. So we currently have a back door entrance over here, which is just from the area for trading with villagers, but that's not going to stay. I'm going to be building another exit from the tunnel further down this way, but I haven't got to that point yet. I'm kind of designing the room, so it's only going to go back to here for where you stand in, and you'll be able to see mobs dropping out of the mob farm and shooting down to their death. So that'll be a 25 block drop, maybe 26. And so what I'm working on at the moment is lining this, because look. And then I need to start building all of the farm and the sorting system. It's a big job. But I'm really keen to get started on it. Oh. Right. Let's staircase up all the way around. And then we can hopefully reach everything without having to pillar. He says, with confidence. It didn't show my founder icon, but it shows it now. And you definitely... Oh, earned it. We want to go up a block, don't we? No, I didn't. I did something called delegation. But the top layer I really need to be careful anyway. It wasn't a huge room. And it was something I was doing whilst catching another stream. Which I quite like. Even if it offends everyone that I still don't have a beacon. I'm waiting on Enigma. Eventually his Wither Skeleton farm will be finished, and then he'll be selling beacons. And at that point, we can just buy them from him. Because I don't want to fight a Wither at the moment. Especially when I'm terrified of it breaking people's builds. Even in the end, I'm terrified of it breaking people's builds. Well, that works. We can now reach. Although I didn't bring enough quartz with me, which is a slight problem, but not too big of a deal. Once we dig down, we can then pillar up again. And the idea of this room is to have a number of either shulker box loaders or silos going around the room, so all of the different drops you get from mobs will collect quite handily. Oh, typical. Just a couple of blocks I can't quite reach. On there. Then we can mine down 2 blocks and go round. Easy peasy. So I was saying, storage silos or shulker loaders, depending on how much we generate. Because of course, if the farm's only short and a few modules tall, we're not going to get enough drops to warrant shulker loaders. But if it's a big farm and gets loads of drops, then I'll want shulker loaders, so we can then just pack up the stuff and move it to wherever we want it to move. And whether that be automated moving of items or whether it's manual moving. So I could have item streams carrying shulker boxes, although that sounds very technical and likely to break. Just fly like 10k out. Yeah, I could do. The wither fight is also something I could just do underneath the portal and do the cheap fight. Oh. We nearly mined down to the bottom layer. So I'm not against it, I just haven't got the heads. That's the other thing, is I need the Wither Skeleton heads, and it feels a bit pointless to fight loads of Wither Skeletons with a slim chance of getting ahead when someone's building a farm that's going to have a much better rate. So I'm just thinking, wait till that's done, then I'll buy a beacon. It's not the fear of fighting Withers, I've fought plenty. Oh, ow. Yeah, there's some lava back there. I'm not afraid of no lava. Probably should be. And I could have just removed that and replaced it with quartz. But it's too late to think of that now. And so what I've done with this drop chute, everything should fall down, and we've got half of the hoppers going one way, half the other way, and an item elevator. Or drop a clock. Partly because I didn't want to overload one option. Sorry, not one option. Overload one route, but also because the symmetry looks kind of cool. So I have the item streams shooting up past the room, so the water will continue up here, and then it'll have a little item stream where it goes off at the back towards the sorter. Right, now we need quartz blocks. There's a first. We won't do that bit because I need to get back in there at some point. We'll go all the way around like this. Is the bedrock trick not a thing in Bedrock? You know what I mean. Fighting the Wither under the end portal. Because I didn't realise that you couldn't do that. I thought it was the same everywhere now. That they get stuck with their head in the block. Ow! And gracefully glide. There. I'm also very pleased that Ozza got the reference of Dad's Army. I will have to learn to amend my timing on them, because that one's quite a long message that takes a while to read. That last one that I got halfway through. And they went, nope, you're not reading this. How's everyone's weekend going? I've had one of those busy Saturdays doing horrible work, but then a relatively relaxed and free Sunday. I can catch up on just chilling out. It's not possible. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It would be nice if they added that back for parity or removed it from Java. I wouldn't be against them removing that. I would say cheat, but it's not a cheat. It's a life hack. Because it's not really intended design. Wait, how much course? Oh, okay, we still got 2 stacks, so we're okay for doing this bit. Zip. I'm a glutton for punishment, giving myself more things to build out of course. And even these bits over here that you probably won't see, we'll just make it a course. It's not like I've got a limited supply of the stuff. Just takes a bit of grinding with villagers. Not that kind of grinding, you know what I meant. And we are nearly finished with this annoying tube. There. You finished your PC yesterday. Ooh. As in finished building it, but not finished installing it, or finished entirely? It's quite exciting when you finish building a PC and you get to test it. Also quite worrying. Because there's that thing of, I think it'll work. Probably. Ouch. My head. Oh! Yeah, this space is big enough that we can just about fly around in it. Right, so the item stream will come up. This is the floor for the mob farm. So we can do 1 block there and then it can shoot across. So we'll have to do that for at least a couple blocks because you might potentially be able to see it from back there. And then, that'll be the floor of the mob farm, which will go to just 1 block over from here. That should be something like let's do this. Finished building it, but you haven't tested it. Okay. Right, where's the middle? Middle 2 blocks. So there. There? Yeah, so that'll be the drop hole. Slightly in from the edge, just because if you get any spiders, they hopefully won't grab onto the walls on the way down. I broke my GPU clip, but it still works fine. Ooh, yep. Be careful of GPU sag. Graphics cards are a lot heavier than those clips are originally designed to take. And so if you haven't got a working GPU clip, just be very cautious. If it's not using that clip to grip on, you'll want to make sure that there's something supporting it, whether it's cable ties, or just other components that happen to clip to it. Even using the power cable for the GPU as a sort of support is worth doing, because GPUs over time with the weight will cause GPU sag, which is when the weight of it is pulling it out of the socket, which is not good for the motherboard. Nope, we didn't make it, but we're okay. Now, of course, technically the mob farm doesn't need to be made out of quartz. Technically. It kind of wants to be at anything that's visible. But after that, I'm not too worried about it. Now, with each of the layers, it'll be 3 blocks between each... 4 blocks between each layer. Or each layer is 4 blocks tall. So, of course, the next layer up will be 3 there. So, it might... Thanks, truck pipe. I don't think I'm going to grow out of that. The next layer will be at that height. So, of course, from down below, you'll be able to see that ledge. So, I think we'll want to build it out of quartz for the visible bits. And we can use something cheaper like stone bricks for everywhere else. Thanks, truck pipe, for the 50 bits. And for the giggle. Because farts are funny. But of course, behind this ledge here, you won't be able to see it. So we're going to go stone brick up to the edge because we're cheap. I also got to go. So see you. Okay, take care, Gorilla. Thank you very much for joining us, and you've been amazing today, as always. I really appreciate the support that you continue to give by being part of the community. It means a lot. So thank you very much. And the bits you give. Oh. Join a growing community of awesome. Yep. You can read the bot chat. Now, if I remember correctly, the end wall goes up at this point. Which is perfect because, of course, it then prevents me from digging into it. Like that. Except it doesn't at that point. I'm wrong because there is a gap on this side, but not on that side. So that side it goes all the way up to the edge, but over here it doesn't. Of course, that doesn't need to be... Oop. Just knocking out the blocks that don't need to be quartz. There'll be some areas that definitely don't need to be, but I'm not sure about it, so I'll just do it as quartz, just because it's not worth worrying about a few bits here and there. Not a big deal. Now, I'm not sure what the roof of the area that we stand is going to be made out of, but we'll use quartz for now. We can always rip it out. It's not too difficult to do. Just gives me an idea. Yeah, good look, alright. Oh, I didn't realise BD was online. Then again, it doesn't look like he realised I was online either. So he's probably doing some recording and got his chat turned off. Either that or he's just ignoring me. Can't say I blame him. Now we're going to have a quick look at something else in the base. Oh. Also noticed plenty of new people here that haven't seen my chat before, so welcome everyone. And remember, if there's anything you see and you're curious about, just feel free to go ahead and ask. This is on the Lyfcraft server, which is a multiplayer server that Charis is also a member of. And I live underground like a hermit. Because, basically, I'm a hermit. And this has partly been inspired by the fact that the last base I built was on Vanilla High. And entirely most of the base was in the sky. And so I thought I'd do something different. This is underneath the ocean. And uses a lot of quartz. Because the other main part of this base is the fact that we're using villagers for all our resources. Oh. Oh. Hello. There's supposed to be a torch up there to stop that from happening. Because, of course, when that door's closed, there's a 3-tool gap for mobs to spawn in. So we should have the same over here. Oh, we do. And that's not lit up. Fixed. It's my creeper farm, by the way. Doesn't look like much of a creeper farm. It is. It works quite nicely. I'm really not sure what to work on. Whether we should dig the tunnel out this way or whether we should work on... Yeah, so these are the bookshelves that are obviously at the back of that room. And the entrance for it needs to be along here. Basically, if we dug this out and then dig a tunnel this way, we'll eventually get to the back of the not librarians, clerics. So we might as well clear this out now. Remember to light things up though, because the last thing we want is zombies spawning around here. Because, well, zombies, villagers, not a good combination. Okay, so that's where we come in at. Now, what I'm expecting is we'll have the entrance coming in the middle of the room, which should be where those two direct are. So this will be going back that way, and then we'll come in at the far end. It needs to go back here. It's a fair bit of digging that I'm going to have to get Hushbug to help with. And I might employ a beacon. I probably won't, but I might. Yeah. I think I'm liking the look and the feel of this. It does mean another large project underground where we're digging, similar to the kelp farm. But it's alright. I'm happy. Right, give me one moment, guys. I need to check something on my internet browser. 1 second. Aha, I know what we're going to do. So, thank you very much to everyone that came out to join the stream. I'm going to be ending it shortly, but rather than disappearing, if you could stick around for a moment, we'll do a raid over to another channel. Just say hello and stick around for a bit. See what you think. I'm going to raid someone. I normally go for smaller channels, but I'm going to raid someone who's a lot bigger than me. Now, bear in mind what he's playing at the moment is not entirely family friendly, even though he is. So, if you can't do something that's not family friendly, exit or cover your ears and eyes. We're going to raid Wells Knight. So go over there, say hello, stick around for a bit, see what he's up to. He's playing RimWorld, which I'm really enjoying and I want to watch. So we're all going to go over there. Thanks again for joining me, and hope to see you next time.